The world as it was has gone. Long ago, in a world smothered by silence and rust, society crumbled. The great machines stopped ticking, the lights flickered out, and humanity vanished into the dust, leaving behind only the bones of its brilliance, its machines, its gears, its cogs, and its dreams, all buried beneath the dunes. 1,000 cities turned to skeletons, civilization choked on its own brilliance. The machines were left running long after their masters vanished, until even the ticking finally stopped. But the sand forgets nothing. Beneath the dunes lies the next chapter. Every storm reveals a new mystery, a new model, a new marvel. From the wreckage comes rebirth. Welcome to Dune-Meta, a place where time sleeps, but the machines do not. Where the nomads of creation wander the shifting dunes, uncovering relics of a long-dead world to breathe new life into forgotten parts. Among these windswept drifters is the scavenger, a seeker of lost sparks, part engineer, part archaeologist, part philosopher. He doesn't speak much, as he lets his machines do the talking. These are the nomads, the scavengers, pilgrims of Dune-Meta. They are not collectors, they are the caretakers, the artists, the engineers of the forgotten age. Where mankind once consumed without care, the scavengers walk a different path, one of reverence, one of reclamation. Where others see ruin, they see rebirth. The past repurposed, the broken remade. This is Dune-Meta, a world of shifting sands, second chances, and stories etched in steel. At the heart of this world beats the Aethercore, the first of a new mechanical kind. Forged from 546 fragments of forgotten life, it hums with precision. It pulses and it sparks. It's not a machine. It's a resurrection. It is the first of its kind, a new heart for a new world, a machine with memory, a machine with meaning. Welcome back to the shed. Today we're diving into the Microb 3D metal puzzle kit from the Dune-Meta series. This one's the Aethercore machine. Now, Microb, they call it a puzzle, and they're not wrong, as it really does require a bit of working out. The kit arrives in 2 boxes, A and B. The instruction manual is extremely detailed, breaking down the build into stages, and believe me, with the number of parts and assemblies, it's going to be fun and a challenging build. So I'll start with box A, so we'll get that open and have a look what's inside. Okay, so there's a wide array of components, and honestly I had no idea what most of them were at first glance. To keep things sort of organised, I used a small plastic compartment box to sort all the tiny fixings and parts by their alphabetical and numerical designations. Some of them were really small, so this made things a lot easier to find. The kit, helpfully, includes its own tools, a neat little pair of pliers, a crosshead screwdriver and a box spanner. Everything you need to get started. Of course, I use some of my own tools as well. And here's a quirky addition, this little stretchy figure known as the wingman. He's included as a stress reliever, and honestly, I did need him. He also served another purpose, as I dropped him into any slots where I removed the parts, so I knew where to return them back to. So, after a cup of tea and a good read through the manual, I realised my fingers aren't quite as nimble as they used to be. Selecting the right components while assembling proved tricky, so I made a simple slotted tray to lay out all the required components for each step. That helped me focus better during the build. There are a lot of washers and spacers in this kit, and often you'll need to stack them in precise combinations to create the right spacing. Later though, in the build, I realised that while some orders don't matter too much, it's the spacing that's critical, so parts can be aligned correctly. It's essential to ensure that each assembly functions smoothly before you move on. If any moving parts are tight or resisting motion, fix it early. You don't want to disassemble a section once it's built into the machine. Now, one of my favourite parts is this stunning brass flywheel. It has like a feather-spoked edge and produces that distinctive ringing tone that gives the Aethercore its signature sound. It's just beautiful. Well, this is part one of the build, part A, I should say. And as you can see, it's all come together rather nicely. I had a few little troubles getting it all sort of rotating and that, but all the bits that should rotate do rotate. I've made a very few little modifications, but not a lot, just to get it up and running the way I want it to be. And yeah, well, it's time for part B. Part B. Let's open it up and have a look what's inside. Okay, so yeah, I recognise some of these bits. That's the there's a little glass thing, isn't there, and like a pepper pot, and that's the lid for that. So what we've got here, we've got some more wooden panels. I'll tell you what, I'll put those in there for now. Another wooden panel. And these, I'm just going to lay these bigger ones out. That looks interesting, don't know what that is. W. Put that there. Anyway, let's have a look what we got. Yet another big bag, big box full of stuff. I don't know what that is, obviously something fragile. Oh, that'll be the glass tube, won't it? So I'll put that in there. And then, right, so most of these look like slightly bigger pieces. I think they're the little leather thingies. There's a nice sort of copper, is it? Copper sort of dome thing. That's quite attractive. Obviously, that's going to be the main beam, isn't it? And it's got some magnets there because everything's stuck together. Okay, so you've got three little neodymium magnets there, which have got holes in and a countersunk. So, well, I don't know where they go. Like I say, that's going to be the beam. Don't know what that is. Like a bit of a furniture spanner or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, the bigger bits I'll put in there, and then of course I've got loads of tiny bits again, including the lovely plaque. Look, the Mecrob, whatever it is, plaque. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So, well, I'm going to just sort this out, get all the wooden bits separated. I'll put those over there. Any unusual things? Yeah, it all looks good. Some of those, I've seen those before. Nice brass dome thing there. Some angle brackets, some more D30s. I think I've got loads of them already. I'll check anyway. But yeah, I'll put them in there for now. Oops. So I'm just going to have a sort of this and get it all nice and neat so I know where things are. Now, back to Little Wingman. He did his job, until he didn't. During a particularly fiddly assembly step, I gave him a proper stress test, but unfortunately, he lost his head. Rest in peace, little guy. Well, I guess that last screw just stressed me out too much. I accidentally pulled his head off. Sorry, little man. The Microb team spent countless hours designing and refining these models. Not everything is salvaged. Custom chassis plates and laser-cut wooden panels help bring it all together. But most of the components are indeed reimagined leftovers. The model also features some lovely steampunk-style gears, not strictly functional, but aesthetically brilliant. The end result is a machine that looks amazing and feels alive. If you ever get the chance to build this kit, one tip: don't rush. If you get a component loosely fitted or misaligned, fixing it later is difficult. Make sure that each component locks into place and rotates smoothly before moving forward. Now, I'm really taken by the idea of a reborn world. After some future apocalyptic event, such as climate collapse or possibly nuclear war, perhaps our final invention, artificial intelligence or artificial intellectualism, evolves beyond our fragile biological form. Maybe humanity lives on, reborn in robust bodies that carry the torch of thought. And through a glimmer of regained solar energy or a residual spark of magic, the essence of humanity has been restored. No one knows how long it's been. The records are all gone. But the Aethercore, it's the power source, the generator, the elixir of life. And it's been built by the survivors, by the nomads, scavenging ancient remnants of knowledge from before the Great Collapse. And now you can build it too. Honestly, it really is quite marvellous. So why not head over to the Microb website? The link is in the description below. And take a look at the wonderful models on offer from the Dune-Meta series. They also offer futuristic models from the Cyber-Meta and the Mecrob series. Every piece tells a story, full of emotion, creativity and individuality. You can also use my exclusive discount code site-wide to help you explore the wonderful world of Microb creations and take pride in your creations today. As we come to the end of this digital interpretation of a very human vision, I want to offer sincere thanks to Microb, and especially Scarlett, who's been incredibly helpful throughout this journey, answering questions and solving issues quickly and kindly. They are all a top team. Now, full disclosure, I've customised my build. I've added a few LED lights for effect, plus some extra components, just little tweaks here and there to enhance the visuals and to satisfy my aesthetic preferences. So if your kit looks slightly different from mine, well, that'll be why. But that's the Microb ethos. Reborn anything. Use what you've got and make it yours. Dune-Meta, born of sand and steel. From the ashes of forgotten inventions, something stirred. Not a phoenix, but something better, something gear-driven. This is not just a model. It's not just steam and screws. It's philosophy in motion. It's reuse, reborn. It's what happens when creation refuses to die. The sand may cover the past, but we dig deeper. This is more than art. It's an ethic, a defiance of waste, a declaration that nothing truly dies, not if it can be reimagined. Each cog tells a story, each crank sings a song, and if you listen closely, you'll hear the laughter of the artist who dared to dream through dust. From the bones of the old world, he crafts something new, not to repeat the past, but to transform it. This isn't just a model, it's a resurrection, a steampunk symphony in motion. And this is only the beginning. The world may have crumbled, but in these hands, something new begins. As the sun sets and the wind-swept sands reveal new mechanical artifacts, the scouts and the scavengers return to their search. Now, I've loved building this model. Yes, it's been tough at times. I broke a few bits, I lost a few bits, and I had to improvise when a part seemed to be missing, only to sort of find it later on in the build. I ran well over time, but I enjoyed every moment. Building, painting, filming, and escaping. Dune-Meta, the Aethercore and Microb gave me all that. To all of you watching and supporting my work, thank you. Every like, comment and view helps keep this creative engine running, and I truly appreciate your interaction. If you are enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. I do try and answer all the comments, and why not hit that subscribe button while you're here. I only make a handful of videos every year, but I do like to make them interesting and enjoyable, so I do hope that you will come back for more. And as always, thanks for watching.